Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is December 9th. Lisa, Scott, Dillon in with us this Monday morning as well.
Hello.
We'll get to the forecast and some kind of scary road conditions here in a minute. Want to, of course, remind you that we're live on Facebook every weekday morning right around this time, but it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. Plus, remember, we make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
All right, Dillon, all of that rain from yesterday is starting to freeze.
Yeah, so I've had people tell me that so far this morning, Fargo roads are still wet. Now, I do expect them to freeze over, and a lot of the roads you have to realize are going to be treated, especially in town. Crews have been out there, treating the roads. But when we get a little bit of snow, which it's kind of snowing, I don't know what it's doing outside, to be honest. It's like an unknown precip right now. It's like a fog, and it's like a kind of like a sleet, and it's kind of like a light snow.
Yeah.
Nonetheless,
Messy.
temperatures are falling. And you get that on top of some of those wet roads. I do expect some roads to become icy. So watch out for that today. Temperatures falling into the low 20s and then holding steady for the afternoon. And then northwest wind 15 to 25, gusting to 40. So it's going to be windy, and there could be a little bit of blowing and drifting snow too. But there's just not a lot of snow out there.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to be a big impact. Then tomorrow, flurries, mostly cloudy, temperatures pretty similar to today. And those flurries are coming with an Arctic cold front.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I don't either. And that Arctic cold front's going to be dropping temperatures to below zero or just barely above zero for afternoon highs Wednesday and Thursday. So it is going to get cold.
Yeah.
Good news is the weekend looks nicer.
All right, well, that's good news.
But plan ahead, because that's dangerously cold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Like
is. It
double.
is. Yep. It's going to be a couple of cold days Wednesday, Thursday, and good days to stay inside.
Yeah,
All right.
for sure.
Good advice. Thank you, Dillon.
Thanks, Dillon.
Okay, well, right now, kind of following up on what Dillon just said, road conditions are not good across much of the region. Even if you are in areas where you see it's just still wet or it seems slushy, a heads up, there's a no travel advisory right now in Pembina County. A lot of other roads, including I-29 and I-94, have ice on them. And of course, Dillon just said that things are wet. I know when we came to work, it was like, 36
Yeah,
degrees-ish.
about
So as the temperatures drop, it's going to freeze, and then that snow is not going to help things, even if it's just a little bit. A similar story in Minnesota. We've been tracking the road conditions in Lakes Country as well. You're seeing roads with at least marked as partially covered in snow, and some are becoming a lot icier too.
Yeah, for sure. All right, today a teenager is expected to plead guilty to murder in Grand Forks. He's accused of stabbing a man to death during a fight outside an apartment complex. 18-year-old Casimir Haskins was 17 when it actually happened. He's accused of killing 24-year-old Anthony Economy. He agreed to a plea deal last month.
Also today, 2 men charged in a killing in Grand Forks will be in court. 45-year-old Donald Bartlett is charged with murder. He's accused of beating 49-year-old Anthony Keel to death inside Keel's apartment in October. Bartlett claimed that he did it in self-defense. And 35-year-old Nicholas Ryde Arnold is also charged with conspiracy to commit murder in that same case. Both men are due in court this morning.
The trial begins in Clay County today for a man accused of killing a 60-year-old man. Police say Robert Eikenberry stabbed Terry Klevgard to death on April 1st of 2023. His body was found 2 weeks later. Eikenberry was actually arrested in California on a separate stabbing charge, but this trial is going to be scheduled for lasting 5 days.
Deposed Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad has fled to Russia after rebel forces took over the capital city of Damascus. Analysts say the overthrow of Assad helps the U.S. actually, because it's a blow to Russia and Iran. The U.S. is now taking steps to prevent a resurgence of ISIS during the transition, including supporting other countries in the region.
The UND Fighting Hawks are waking up with a brand new head football coach. Mandan native Eric Schmidt has been chosen to be the team's 28th head coach. He was previously the defensive coordinator for San Diego State and special teams coordinator for the University of Washington. Schmidt also played for the Hawks from 1998 to 2001, where he earned All-American honors, so he's got previous ties to the university. UND will introduce Schmidt at a news conference on Wednesday.
Hot Mic with Dom Izzo is coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra. And of course, Dom's going to be talking about that big change for UND. Kind of talking a bit about how he got the position. Plus, the Vikings got a record performance from Sam Darnold in leading them to a win over Kirk Cousins. A recap of the Purple's 6th straight win this morning on Hot Mic, 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inform.com.
And don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, get that all access pass to Inform.com. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to get the deal.
Join us for our next newscast coming up at 11 this morning. A great newscast to get the very latest on the weather as we're tracking those dropping temperatures and icy road conditions. And then we have you covered this afternoon starting at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
And we'll be back with First News tomorrow morning from 5 to 7, so be sure to join us then.
Have a great day, everyone.